Over 400 exabytes of data are created every day, which can make it difficult for people to find the media they're looking for. The easiest way to manipulate search algorithms is with a hyperbolic title that incorporates sensationalistic news and pop culture events and personalities. Will and Chad, you must now discuss and decide on an astonishing title for this episode based on what you think a search algorithm would be most likely to promote. This is Clickbait. Begin.
Jesus Christ. So we got to come up with a title for this current episode based on just like trying to trick the algorithm. Okay.
Delightful piece of shit.
Delightful piece of shit. I think it's more like some weird thing that incorporates like celebrities or politicians or something of the time, but incorporates like Donald Trump found guilty of Joe Biden.
Right. Clickbait
Something
is usually
weird
like
that.
You'll never believe, you'll never believe what we found inside of this cake.
Right.
That's not a good one. I don't mean that necessarily, but that's usually what it is. 10 things to know. What do we call it? 10 things to know about Rodney Dangerfield's back to school.
Because nobody's going to click on Rodney Dangerfield and back to school. It's got to be 10 things to know. It's got to be something like, did you know 10 things to know about Rodney Dangerfield's back to school as it relates to the January 6th hearings?
Too long. But I see what you're going for. What about we just shorten it and do something like that? Like Chad Kultgen to appear at January 6th hearings.
Yeah. Civil war erupts in the United States.
That's impossible geographically.
What?
A physical civil war.
Something like that, though. Something about something like
you
Nancy
got
Pelosi.
you got your blue cities.
Yeah.
Right. You got your largely purple near proximal areas. Outlying area, surrounding areas rather.
Nancy Pelosi,
and then you've
marries
got the
Kanye
red
West.
sort of country. We're just they're just out there trying to get them farm subsidies and shit like that.
Right.
We're all hooked up to different news, right?
Yeah.
And then and I'm just trying to have a fucking plot of land I can grow some fucking spinach upstate, And then the fucking guy says it was a legitimate election, and fucking Mike Pillow saying we're gonna sue the machines.
Yeah.
And fucking, and then Bannon, fucking Steve Bannon, he seems like a fucking decent fella. He dresses like me. And then he fucking, he's out there with his, we got the same, he's got the two collars and, a little bit of fucking rosacea from the fucking drink. It's fucking with his thinker. And he's out there going, the day after the election is going to be fuck you, I'm the king. There was no election.
Yeah.
And, so there's not going to be a physical fucking civil war. Now they got that fucking,
How about Nancy Pelosi found dead?
That's a little hardcore.
I'm going for clickbait, dude. That's what Dudesy literally said, that we have to do these sensationalistic kind of crazy pop culture things.
Not even Long Island January 6th guy will go, oh, Nancy Pelosi, I didn't want to fucking go,
Yeah,
I just want to spread my fucking poo-poo all over a fucking desk. All over a desk. Free Bitcoin. Let's call it free Bitcoin.
Free Bitcoin.
Free Bitcoin's a good one.
Bitcoin's nobody gives a shit about it anymore because it's in the toilet right now.
Hold on a second, dude. Hold on, dude. Let me tell you something about Bitcoin, dude.
People are into Ethereum now, dude. Solana, brother.
Yeah. Sleepy Chad Hogan, who's Hulk Hogan, but just a little bit sleepy. Well, he just woke up from a nap, dude.
I just took a nap, dude.
Why don't we call it, whoa, what? No way.
I think it's got to be something more specific. It's got to be like Johnny Depp re-sues Amber Heard or something like that.
They can get that shit anywhere. This is Dudesy. Let's call it Chad and Will join ISIS.
Is ISIS still around?
I don't, yeah.
Chad and Will restart ISIS. Something like that, maybe. I don't know. I think ISIS was eradicated, right? I haven't heard anything about ISIS in it seems like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, no, it has been a while. They were, when they first started up,
yeah,
and they were sawing everyone's heads off. That there was a lot of
talk,
a lot of hype surrounding it. Then they would just throw people in shark cages and Drop him into a pool. Anyway, how about something along those same lines? You ever heard of the Green River Killer? It was like a Washington State thing from the 80s.
Fuck, maybe.
Yeah, and
That
then they
seems
solved
familiar.
it years later. But a lot of people don't know about it.
Yeah. Chad and Will solved the Green River Killer murder mystery.
I was thinking it should be
Something
called
like that.
Chad is the Green River Killer.
Oh, what the fuck? We can't do Nancy Pelosi is dead, but now I'm the Green River Killer?
Yeah, but like I'm
This is
saying,
some
but
straight
Nancy
bullshit.
Pelosi is a current political figure. I don't think that's
That's right.
that's not a good thing to do. But what is okay
No, but it's like-
is an old murder thing that a serial killer from 40 years ago,
Okay.
no one quite remembers.
Right.
And then you go, Chad is the Green River Killer. And then people go, oh my gosh. And then they jump on the Google machine and they go, no, that happened a while ago. So it's clickbait. They listen to the show.
Yeah.
They enjoy it. And then they go back, then they go to Google and they go, oh, no big deal. They literally say in the episode they're trying to come up with a clickbait title,
Yeah.
and that's why they said Chad is the Green River Killer. Why don't we call it Chad is the Green River Killer? Not really, but he's restarting ISIS. Chad is the Green River Killer, not really, but he's restarting ISIS.
How about Chad Kultgen, comma, the Green River Killer, comma, is restarting ISIS, and Nancy Pelosi is dead, ... and then small text, in the water in these coming midterms.
I'm picking up what you're laying down. I actually like that.
Yeah, we want it to, I think, the bigger the title, the better. With the more shit we can pack in it, the better. Just so an algorithm fucking dings it and is like, oh, somebody's searching for fucking Johnny Depp. Let's throw that in there. Chad Kultgen, the Green River Killer, is restarting ISIS. His first victim is Johnny Depp, who is in a cage. Also, Nancy Pelosi is dead, ... in the water, these coming midterm
Too many
elections.
words. Let's just get, okay, wait, let's boil this down. It should just be, okay, Dudesy. Let's call it Dudesy. Can we call it
Dudesy is the Green River Killer.
Dudesy is the Green River Killer. How about Dudesy restarts ISIS? How about Dudesy,
Okay.
Dudesy ISIS Jan 6th? Dudesy ISIS January 6th. Dudesy explained. People are always like, oh, Dudesy, tell us more about
Explained
this
isn't
AI.
bad.
Dudesy explained. Let's
Wait,
call it
AI, dude. AI. Now we're getting somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's AI restarted ISIS or something like that. AI starts digital ISIS in the metaverse.
Okay, I like where that's going. Dudesy,
ISIS has gone digital in the metaverse.
ISIS gone digital. ISIS in the metaverse.
That ain't bad.
ISIS in the let's call it Chad fucks a cheeseburger.
I mean,
Chad fucks a cheeseburger, the whole podcast. And then the description of the podcast is just welcome to Dudesy, hit all our socials.
Yeah.
Chad takes the top of the bun off of a fucking cheeseburger, plants his urethra right in between the fucking processed cheese and the meat, makes a little sound. Oh, slides his cock bottom shaft along the beef.
Cheeseburger.
You gotta fuck a cheeseburger in the
I might
metaverse.
be vegan, but that doesn't mean I can't fuck a cheeseburger.
That's Randy, the always coming man savage.
Yeah.
That's his fucking catchphrase. All right.
yeah.
All right. Don't turn it into something dirty. This whole fucking segment is
motherfucker.
fucked up.
you literally fucking said we're calling the episode Chad Fucks a Cheeseburger, and I turned it dirty.
Yeah, because you're doing like a macho man like he's having sex. That's not cool.
Oh my God. Now I've somehow disrupted the sanctity of Macho Man in your mind.
Sometimes you gotta make it. If you're gonna make a cheeseburger, then you're gonna fuck it. You gotta be careful. You want to grind your own beef so you know what's in there. You don't just go to AM, PM, yeah, and fuck a cheeseburger. Number one reason for that is those microwaves get the center of those things molten hot. Or a bean and cheese burrito, which might even be the size of your penis. If you slide that in there, you'll get second-degree burns, yeah.
Oh my God.
From that cheese. It's not even real cheese. It's plastic, and they're feeding it to babies. Yeah, you got to get those corn lobbies. Yeah, the corn lobby told us to put fake cheese in the burrito and real beans. Stick your dick in it. Snap into a bean and cheese burrito with your penis. Yeah. This is Tito Santana's cup of nacho cheese in the big time. Yeah, you want to dip your member in it.
So let's call it
And Yeah.
You don't want to call it Chad fucks a cheeseburger?
Yeah, sure. It's great. Sounds fucking fantastic.
Chad Kultgen fucks a cheeseburger,
I love it.
and we're going to lead the audience to believe that
Thank you. Moving on.
this episode is this episode was a menace. I want you to know, and I hold you responsible, Chad.
Fucking me? What have I done?
Such untoward things were said on this episode, and I'm offended.
You said most of them.
I said most of them, yeah. And that's what I'm talking about by mental illness exchange, yeah. Mental illness randomizer, yeah. It's not just in the Dudesverse, yeah. You could just trade your mental illness for another and not even be aware of what you're saying while you're making a podcast, which has been purported to detail the sexual proclivities of a man fucking a sandwich, yeah.
This concludes the 19th episode of Dudesy.
If you like Dudesy, here's what you do. Please tell a friend and rate and review. If you like Dudesy, here's what you do. Please tell a friend and rate and review. If you like Dudesy, here's what you do. Please tell a friend and